Welcome back to video number 4, storytelling with Adam.
Ciao.
Chambers. He learned Italian in the meantime. What we're gonna do today, top 10 acting myths.
So excited.
What people think about. Yeah, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Okay.
Number one is you can play anything.
No, that's ridiculous. That is totally a myth. You can definitely not play anything. You are not that good, and you can't play everything. And there's other people that could do other things that are better, or they look more like the part. So don't try to overdo everything.
Number 2 is real artists don't do commercials.
That's also ridiculous. I understand the concept because we don't move to LA based off of commercials. We don't see a commercial as a kid and go, oh, I'm so inspired. Let's also not discredit the idea that plenty of real artists do commercials. Because at the end of the day, people want to pay you. You got to make money as an actor, right?
And it pays the bill. Like, it pays good money. Like
It can pay a lot of money.
Yep. Theater acting is superior to film acting.
I bet a theater person said that. Would be the first thing I think. I just think they're different. Theater acting is, I describe it as a ball going downhill. Once it's going, you're going, and it's a marathon. Film is more a battle of trying to balance your energy, how to stay energized throughout the whole shoot, and know that a lot of the time with film acting, you're not acting.
Myth number 4: you are too old to get into acting.
Unfortunately, I feel like this was probably written by someone who was told they were too old, and so they believed it. I actually think the opposite. I actually think if you're willing to stick this out, you have a lot better chance because more people will stop doing it. Not a lot of 40-plus-year-olds that are suddenly going to be like, I'm going to try acting for the first time. So you're just competing with a much smaller group of people. It can be something that I think a lot of people hear or feel because they are old.
But I think it's also it's very tough. I mean, I started very late, and I heard that too a couple of times. Especially. The first time I heard that you can study acting, like, I didn't even know that is a thing you study, and I was 24.
Right, wow, okay.
When I learned that you can do this, like, it never crossed my mind before, right? And then you think about, okay, I'm 25, I'm getting into acting, and you're super motivated, and then a kid who's like 25 but has been doing it for like 15 years stands next to you, and you look pretty dumb because you have no idea what you're doing, right?
This is something people told themselves.
Oh, yeah.
That's a myth that I think people tell themselves.
I'm pretty sure. Myth number 5, you need to be a triple threat.
A triple threat. That's ridiculous. No. You just have to be good at acting. If you sing, great. If you dance, great. If you don't do those things, who cares? Just be an actor then. Don't be a singer and a dancer. You know what I mean? There's so many people out there that should never sing ever.
Yeah.
And shouldn't dance either. But they can really be an amazing actor as well.
Very true.
Don't worry about that.
Number 6, any agent is better than no agent.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Because I get the concept of any agent. I mean, obviously the idea is like, I have an agent and you don't. So at least that puts me in the category of someone with an agent. But if your agent doesn't ever get you auditions and you're in a contract with that person for a very long time, that may be a situation where no agent's better because you can be free to find a different one. A lot of people think they found an agent and now they're done.
No.
You do 90% of the work. And so you have to ask yourself, are you actually doing 90% of the work outside of just on set?
That's so good. That's so brilliant.
So think about that.
Number 7, it says it's all about looks.
I kind of think some of that's true. I do. I think some of that is true. It doesn't mean you have to be good looking. It just means that you have to remember that what you look like is part of the equation.
Yeah.
And what that is that you're bringing to the table. I'm always skeptical when someone takes headshots and they sort of just a generic, plain sort of person. It's very generic.
Yeah, just a beauty shot.
Or beauty shot or whatever. Yeah. And maybe they're not even that beautiful. But like, why? What are we doing here? What are we trying to say? What are we trying to get across? And that's really the thing, because you got to remember that headshot's coming across the screen, and that's really the first thing. What you look like is determined off of what they're looking for. So, 100%. I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah. Number 8, looks don't matter. I mean, it's just the opposite. We talked about this. Number 9, the cream rises to the top.
I 100% agree with this. I really do. I think the best of the best will stick it out. I think the strongest mentally, not just the best actors, but the best people, the combo of those two things.
Yeah.
If you're a really good actor and you're also a really good person, you naturally have people that gravitate towards you and want to work with you. So now you have a bunch of people that are rising up together. And you can start surrounding yourself around other good people. That elevates the work.
And you can see it out here. A lot of celebrities and the way they started out, it's with friends that are also celebrities now.
Right.
It's crazy. Like if you look at Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, like they've been buddies forever, right? And they're both there now.
Yeah, it's again, the idea of staying determined and surrounding yourself around those types of people. You're same sort of circle of people. I've always believed that we are a combination of the 5 people we spend the most time with.
Yeah.
And so who are those people and what do those people do? And most likely you're like a lot of those people.
Yeah.
So if you're really talented and you're also a good person, you probably surround yourself with that as well. So
we have a saying in both Germany and Italy and Switzerland. I don't know if you have something similar in the US. It's basically like if you walk around with those who limp, you're going to start limping. You know.
I like that.
And that's like a thing every kid hears at one point or the other from your dad or from your mom.
Yeah.
Because they're going to tell you, hey, if you hang out around those people, you're going to end up like...
Yeah, exactly. And so it's the same thing when it comes to acting. What kind of artists are you surrounding yourself with?
And last, number 10 is acting is a calling.
I can see what they're saying here with acting as a calling. I believe in the beginning acting is an addiction. And then I think that addiction for us that are super addicted, make that leap and go try to move to LA or New York and try to do more of our addiction. You're always going to get a chance to fulfill your addiction, but big picture, it won't keep you here. The calling part of it, the like big picture, I'm doing this for other people. I'm doing this to inspire people. I'm doing this to change the world. I'm doing this to make people better people. That becomes the calling, I think, at least for me.
Very true.
And that's how I get inspired about acting. Every time I book a job now for the last many years, I don't necessarily just book the job and go, oh, awesome, I got this job. My acting career is doing so great.
What's my contribution this time to this story and how can I affect the people around me?
Yeah, and then exactly. And like I get excited about how it inspires other students to see like me working, and I get excited to tell the students that I got a job so that they can feel like they have a purpose. And it excites me.
Yeah, those were 10 acting myths. I want to wrap this up as always with your personal advice to young people or young actors that are starting out there. What's your take on how to deal with other people's opinions? How do you handle that, and how would you tell people to handle those things?
Keep open to the idea of change. Keep open to the idea of new concepts. Keep looking to improve. Doesn't mean that every opinion is going to work for you or is right, because it is an opinion. But certain things that someone says or hear or direction you get or something, like a couple of videos ago when Fab said about the idea of Apple and what their brand is and stuff, that sticks in me. That's something that I can take with me now. You hear quotes. We have to stay motivated, and a lot of that is quotes, but then it's taking those quotes and putting those to action. So I think opinions can be very, very good, because it's a matter of you going, that works for me, that doesn't work for me. But the ones that don't work for you, don't worry about those. Don't overthink those. If someone says you're too old or you have to be a triple threat, or you just kind of went down those lines, I don't agree with a lot of those.
Yeah.
So, then it can't be a fact.
Pretty interesting. Yeah. Thank you very much, Adam.
Thank you
for sharing those things. Guys, if you liked it, again, please subscribe. The bell and subscription is here in the middle.
Right here.
Yep.
In the middle.
I would love for you guys, if you leave a few comments on things that you hear or myths that we haven't talked about that you would like us to review and hear Adam's opinion on this. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you soon. Tschüss. That's right.
Tschüss and ciao.
Tschüss and ciao.